Alright, let's implement some different scroll effects to our VueJS here. So if you just go a little bit further down the text, there's somewhere called docs here, and that's actually a link. So we can click this and get to a online repository for this specific plugin here. Now, you can go to a demo if you want to, that's great, but what we want to do is we want to grab different things from in here. And if you scroll down, almost halfway down, there's something called see full list of animations, easings, and anchor placements. Now these, it actually just scrolled us down, so we can see we have fade up, fade down, fade left, we have flip animations, slide animations, zoom, many different things. You can test all of these out if you want to. I'm definitely not going to do, I'm just going to take some of them. Now what we want to do is we want to do a fade in, just a real quick test. Again, all this, you can go through it, but just go down to the part that says 2, and then we're going to do this. We're going to do a fade in, standard easy fade in here, nothing pretty. So let's do this, data-aos equals fade in, all right? So let's copy this, or you can just write it. And I'm just going to put it, for starters, onto my component 1. So this one up here, that's where I'm going to do a fade in. Now this will probably just do a fade in once I reload the page. As you can see, it does the fade in now. Woo, that's easy, right? We can also do this with animations. Nothing crazy here. Let's remove this again. Let's keep this again. There we go. There we go, because I'm actually going to use this down here. Now I'm just going to copy this because I want to use this a little bit down once we actually are able to scroll, right? So I'm just, after the box here, I'm just going to put this, we can also just use the smooth scroll, but this is way bigger and easier to see. So I'm going to copy this again that I just removed. Great. And here, and do a fade in for this part. Now this might not entirely work, but let's make sure, scroll down. And then we have a fade in on scroll. That's great, right? So woo, there we go. Now, what we can do is we can switch this around. So we can fade right. Let's just do a quick different view of these. So instead of fade in, we do fade right. I don't know what that does. Let's do it. Oh, it comes from the side. That's great, right? So you kind of see, you can do this with images or entire cards from the Viewify. We can do a flip left. I have no idea what that one does, but it's going to be great. So do flip left. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, refresh the correct one. So flip does this weird part. Woo! Or what was the last one I just wanted quickly to do? Test off here is something like, not slide down. Great. And up, save, go back and flip. And now it slides down. So one more. You get the point, right? Let's do a zoom in up. I don't know what that does. Maybe it doesn't work without an image. It might just look really weird. Hey, that's a weird thing down there. Cool. So you can see there are many different animations we can use just alone by installing this thing here. And you can use anchors, easing functions. So if you want to like start slow, go fast, go back to slow, or you can do a linear process or whatever you want. Many different things. Now, I just want to add a little bit more to it, so you can see like you can do crazy shit with this basically. So I'm just going to go down and I'm going to copy all of these things with the fade in, the transitions and everything. Now, go back to your code, remove this part here, have a space and just do a paste and this one here. So now I just copied all of this in. We have an offset, we have a delay, we have duration, we have blah, but we're just going to remove the 2 bottom ones because we don't want those. Not for this one at least. So we have from offset, here, data, from fade in, offset, that's like 7 I have left. So let's do a refresh, go back, and let's see what this does to my page. Nothing right now because we have an offset. Damn. So let's do a copy for the blocker, and let's just paste this below our smooth scroll so we have a little bit more room to scroll. So let's see if this does anything to our code. As now you can see, we need to go a little bit deeper before it actually scrolls in. Now this is using the ease in. We're changing the duration. We can actually give it 3 seconds instead of waiting 0.05 seconds before it actually runs. We can change the offset. So for 500, Alex, no, whoever got that one. And now you can see we need to go, 500 was too much, I guess. Stick with 2. Also, it's really slow now. So changing the offset will create, or will change how far we need to actually scroll to see it, or scroll out again. So you can see, woo, it's really slow now. But this is how we can do things that look really cool, really hard to make, which they probably were for the people who programmed it. But for us to use it right now, that's not that hard, right? We just need to add these specific things, whatever we want, just to fade in, the delay or whatever, to the specific objects we want to do. So I can copy this to all the objects I wanted to do this specific. So for the animation, for the header, awesome, let's do that. So once we get past the animation part, that's this one here, woo, let's go. So this one, it's actually gonna start because we don't need to scroll. So if you're already there with a scroll, and bam, you need to do the offset part. But as you can see, it's kind of easy to do this, and you can do really cool things with this. So I don't know if you can work together with a modal box or anything, but you can definitely work together with a scroll. So it scrolls down, a little too long though, but it still works. So they can be combined, these two, if you're doing a single page application with content sections for each one. Cool, right? So that's it.